Medical school is a mind game. If you've lost in your mind, you've lost already. Although it can be very demanding, medical school requires that you work smart, not just hard work aimlessly. And there are some things that you need to know that can help you excel and put you on an edge in medical school. I'll be sharing that with you. So my first tip is going to be that medical school is a mind game. If you've lost in your mind, you've lost already. I remember there was a time I had a CVS test to prepare for, guys. Before that CVS test, in fact, CVS is very broad. That's CVS physiology, like cardiovascular system physio. It was so broad, and I was like, where am I going to read from? Because we're supposed to write the test before going home for the break. But unfortunately, or should I say fortunately, because at that time, you know how you'd be so happy that a test was postponed, and then the next day we came back for Christmas break. And I said I went to enjoy my life in that Christmas break. I didn't read for it. And then the next thing they announced that the test is going to hold, guys. I was so scared, I was shaking. In fact, I went to the exam hall thinking I had failed before I started writing. Although God showed me mercy when the results came out, but I went to the exam hall thinking I had failed. And that's not what medical school requires. There are a lot of things that are going to happen to you as a medical student. There are going to be a series of tests when you don't want to write it. There are going to be a series of exams when you don't want to write it. Your mental health needs to be stable. You need to have a place that you can just recharge, if that is the word. I feel like a lot of medical students don't take care of this particular topic, this particular point I'm hitting. They don't nail it very well. They don't emphasize on it. If you're going to survive as a medical student, you need your mind to be stable. You need to have emotional strength. Nobody really cares about how you're feeling at home. Nobody cares about what is happening to you. Nobody cares about if you've recovered from a previous test that was bad. Nobody wants to know. Medical school is more of, is your mind okay? Like, are you stable upstairs? Can you do this? So look for a way to recharge. I'm not joking about this. This is it for me. Because every day, you know that routine of you wake up in the morning, you have your bath, you go to school, you go like that's every morning, just do this, just do that. And then you just see one test result and you're like, oh my God. Medical school, you need your mind to be strong. Look for a way, to be honest. If it's, for me now, I have found just talking to my friends, like telling them about it, it just has a way of letting things go and just allowing me to breathe. Sometimes I can just sit down and cry about it. And just be like, okay, you know what? Let me just cry, So just look for a way. I think some people, movies, like just say, you know what, I need to shut down, I need to watch. And this is actually very good. One story is coming to mind. I remember one time I was writing a steeplechase physiology. This physio department, I've conquered them. Guys, you know when you don't know like the next three and you're like, oh my God, I don't know this, and they're expecting you to be strong to answer the next one. Just to buttress on this, I think the reason why you have to go through this rigorous training is, imagine taking care of a patient and then that patient dies and then they're expecting you to come and take care of another patient. It takes God's grace. Medical school needs that. You just have to forget the past, move on quickly, because time is going. Nobody's waiting for you to move on. And I hope that you really understand this point. Okay, so my next point is going to be that you can do medical school alone, but my brother, my sister, I advise you do it to people. It is going to be easy with the right people, emphasis on the right people. If you want to walk fast, like if you want to go somewhere fast, go alone. But if you want to go far, go with people. Sorry for the background noise. Medical school is not a sprint. Like, it is not something that you can just do today and you're done. It is something that requires you to work with people. You're going to have a team one day. So my advice to any fresher is that from 100 level, like Nigerian 100 level, start praying to God for friends. Start looking out for people that will push you, people with the same principle, people with the same ideology. I know that it is possible to do medical school alone, but I cannot overemphasize my life without my group of people, my life without my friends in medical school. There'll just be one person that knows where the past question is and somebody that knows the answer to this. There's somebody that will just know something, that will explain something. But if you're working alone, It's going to be very hard as a medical student. It is, you can do it, but why go through stress? Why suffer yourself? Why do you want to suffer yourself? Why? Group study is something that everybody would want to do. Like, it is bulky. How do you want to finish everything within limited time and bring it out? So the things are much. You need somebody to percuss you. You need somebody to ask you questions. So I would advise that if you're going to do medical school, and if you're already admitted into medical school, or if you're already a student that is watching this, a medical student that is watching this, you need the right circle of people. This point, not everybody should have your ear in medical school. There's some bad energy in form of masquerading themselves in form of senior colleague. And to all the senior colleagues, I celebrate you, but even amongst your friends, there are some people that are just bad energy. Some people are just negative vibes. They don't think positive. Everything about them is, I'm going to fail. It's not going to work out. Please, you need to be mentally alright. They hype every little pain and every little discomfort. So they should not be, except you're one. And if you're one, please change. No, to be honest, please change. Not everybody should have your ears. There are some senior colleagues that I go to and they expect you to fail in your first test. They expect you to fail in fact, they don't, and I don't even blame them to an extent, because most of these people say them out of their experiences. They say them out of their what has happened to them before and just their personal experience. But your experience is not mine. I mean, I'm different. I am very different. Like, I am not you, like you are not me. So some people should not have your ears. I scrutinize wherever I listen to, because my ear is a gateway to my mind. Like, my eyes and my ear, they are gateways to my mind. So if I'm going to protect my mind, if I want my mind to be healthy, if I want my mind to be strong and efficient for this journey, it means that I have to cut down on people that I listen to. So I'm very intentional on who I go to ask for advice. And thank God I'm a Christian. There are a lot of Christian people that I can just go and meet and be like, okay, what do you know about this? Like, what can I do? And they're not just advising you from a standpoint of only science. They are giving you healthy things that can help your mind. Like, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. I have overcome. Even though you walk through the fire, I will be with you. Like, no matter how it is, God is here with you. And you're just speaking in tongues and just praying and just, you get it. Try to understand yourself first. Try to know the kind of person that you are. Because if you're going to survive medical school, you need to know you. You need to know what kind of learner you are. You need to know how best you understand. You need to know what time you assimilate most in the day. Although this part is very dicey now, because most of the time you have is in the night. But there's a way around it. And maybe if you want me to shoot any video on this, please comment down and I would do that. I would shoot a video on that. And by the way, if you've not subscribed up to this point, I don't know what you're waiting for. Please subscribe, help my channel. Please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. I also had a roommate one time that at night she functions very well when she has slept. So she usually starts sleeping like by 7 o'clock and then she can wake up by around that 2 o'clock. But for me, I don't work that way. I am somebody that I can stay late into the night. So I was always trying, I would go and lie down on the bed, guys. I would be forcing myself to stay awake so that I can because I just like the joy of, there's a way you feel so diligent when you're waking up early in the morning, like everybody's reading around, so you too are waking up to read. There's a way it's so beautiful. Although there's a part of you enhancing like your personality, like you can enhance your personality, and I'll come to that shortly. But you need to know your person. So now for me, I had to come to the point that I'm like, you know what, enough of me following this early sleeper to sleep in the night. No, I am going to read as soon as I come back from school, and as soon as I've eaten and rested and I've come back from school, I'm going to start reading almost immediately, or I'm going to start reading till around maybe 11:10, and I'll just go to bed and wake up something like by 4 o'clock. So that really helped my mind, to be honest. It helped me. It helped. The struggle just ceased. Instead of copying and following this person to do things that would work for them but not work for you. Everybody wants to do till daybreak, but you need to ask yourself, are you that kind of person? If you are not a till daybreak person, it means you have to start working early than people that are just sitting down. It means you have to maximize your break. It means you have to it means you have to study very well, like during your break and during other times, so that you are not in haste. And I'm a visual learner, so no matter what you are saying, if I have not seen it, it does not make sense. So I'm that person that would study anatomy with a video, not necessarily just looking at the slides and not be moving like this, moving like this. No, I'm somebody that I would have to watch a video, although Atlas also helps. Hope that this point I've shared will help you. Like this video, please give it a thumbs up, please like and subscribe. And I also want to know, if you're already a medical student, please tell me the things that you think that other freshers should know in the comment section, so that people can also learn. I mean, I don't have all the knowledge in the world, so that people can also learn. And you can also share, that's for the freshers, you can also share maybe your experience, that's something that you've experienced recently as a fresher that you think other freshers should be aware of. And to other people that are like not even in medical school yet, hoping to get into medical school, and you're watching this video, please take this advice, because I am telling you that they'll be needed when you get into medical school. Thank you all for watching to the end. Bye.